Hard as work as always. Great gardener. So today, out here with these are elderberries that I trimmed off. I showed in that other video how I pruned them, basically right down to a foot or two over the ground, and they all shoot up and have all new growth. Keeps them somewhat contained, but they are fast growers. So now all these prunings I'm going to take and cut up into individual cuttings, and I'll be able to make new plants of them super easy. Here's just two from last year. I will admit to not pampering, even forgetting to water these sometimes, and they just really did great. Super easy. All you need is basically a cutting like this, where I have a pair of buds below the soil, pair of buds of the soil. I literally just filled these pots with soil, stuck them in till about there, or all the way down basically, and up they come. If you want to give them a little better chance, you can always wrap a little parafilm around the top to keep any, I'll put a little wax on there to keep any too much moisture from coming out. But in the spring when I put them out, there's enough coolness, enough rain, they had pretty much 100% survival out of about 20 cuttings. Sometimes they'll shoot from the buds below, and sometimes this cutting was the top last year. Those cuttings, you can see all that growth. These would be much bigger if I put them in the ground, but I kind of neglected them. And you can see with this one, it did start at the top. I stopped watering, but then it forgave me and it came back, roaring back. So super easy to grow, super easy to plant. You know, anybody who's pruning an elderberry, or even find one out in the wild, get yourself some cuttings, and each one of these is a tree. Amazing. A lot of fun to propagate, and I suggest everybody give it a try. It's certainly an easy one to start with.